China is currently going through a facelift pandemic, you can call it. It's really kind of everywhere, honestly, but in China, you know, particularly, they're doing a lot of these facelifts and so on and so forth, and there's a lot of good ones. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of good facelifts online, you know, from everywhere, but also at the same time, you see a lot of botched facelifts where they look like they literally have a mask over their face. And that is exactly what we're going to look into today in this video right here by Wani. And the video's title is China's Disturbing Mask Face Obsession. Sheesh. So let's get straight into the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love y'all. Let's get to it.
Do you ever feel old? Okay, I know I'm reaching Ung status and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. But let me ask you one thing. How badly do you want to stay young? Because at this point, I don't even know what timeline we're in anymore. I'm just doom scrolling peacefully on Douyin, you know, like usual. And then I start seeing these before and after videos of people in their 40s and 50s getting their faces stretched like rubber and coming out like they're aliens trying to blend in with humans. There's currently a trend of older people getting facelifts to look as young as they once were, revisiting their prime, their teenage years, strictly through appearance. Except something gets, you know, messed up midway and we end up with a horrifying vacuum sealed face. I'm not even exaggerating. On Douyin, this whole mass face transformation thing is blowing up, but like, why is it even happening? Well, on the surface, people love dramatic.
I want to see it healed. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. What the this one was terrifying, but I want to see it like actually healed. I wonder like if they're just not healed yet and that's why they look so bad, or is it just like now you look like that, like congratulations, you look like a demon in a human skin, you know what I'm saying?
People love dramatic.
Like, what the fuck is this? Fuck. Okay.
Transformations, right? Glow ups get tons of views and I mean even make people famous on there. A lot of these videos are disguised as personal sharing, like they're just showcasing their journey, but if we're being real here, they're basically selling a dream. Look decades younger overnight.
I got stretchy
Except some
skin.
of these clinics are doing what people call fake facelifts, and instead of like a proper facelift where you're working on the inner layers of your face like actual professionals do, instead they just cut the skin, pull it back, and call it a day. No proper repositioning of fat, muscles, or fascia, just surface level stretching like they're wrapping a gift box. And that's how you end up with the mask face phenomenon. Congrats, your wrinkles are gone. But so is your ability to express emotion. Now, what did this all kind of stem from? Well, it started as like a wholesome trend on Douyin called refusing to be old, or bufulao. And at first, you know, it was pretty chill. You had stylish grandpas dripped out better than most of us. Aunties hitting the gym like it's leg day.
That's how I'm gonna be. This one and like the other, I'm gonna be swaggy as fuck. Y'all, I'm about to go get a tattoo. It should be on the 27th. I'm gonna get like a chest piece. I think I'm gonna get it right here, and it's gonna like go up into my neck type shit. And then I'm gonna just keep getting tatted from there. But I'm gonna be an old tatted nigga, fresh and fuck. Y'all can't fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? So hey man, but all the surgery shit like that, man, it's okay to age, bro. I feel like with social media, like people are becoming more fearful to age, you know what I'm saying, to stay younger and compete, and it's like we just need to grow old, man.
Every day, all pretty much just elderly people doing Gen Z things. It was about staying youthful in spirit.
Getting up.
We love to see it. But then of course, we can't have nice things now, can we? Many teenagers just took this anti-aging obsession to a whole nother level. I'm talking using face tape to prevent wrinkles and even using specific special straws to avoid smile lines. Careful there. That laugh might cost you a wrinkle. Eventually, people start thinking that looking older is some kind of mistake, you know, instead of like being alive.
That's one thing. I smile too much. I laugh too much. I be trying to have a good time. So I got these smile lines. My shit ain't going nowhere, bro. It's wraps for me. The smile lines are gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool. Like, you gotta be okay with aging to a certain extent. You know, you want to age slower. You know, try to be healthy and such. But you gotta live life, man.
That's exactly how we got here. People in their 40s and 50s, and sometimes even 60s, rushing to get their aging fixed. And they end up getting these extreme facelifts that end up distorting their faces and even leaving them looking like permanently stiff. And this is no joke procedure because they also leave scars like in front of the ears and even behind the ears. This is a great time to make a Asian joke, but I'll pass on. Now, some people do try to defend it, saying that, oh, it just looks weird because it's right after the surgery, which is valid. Okay, that definitely can be the case. But what I realized is that a lot of people saying that are the clinics themselves. And let's say that's the case. Even when fully healed, the face still looks kind of off. Like simplified or flattened. Low-key a face you could easily draw.
这皮也拉了， 眉毛也切了，眼袋也
The
做了，
eyebrows-
鼻子也做了，
eyebrows.
嘴巴也做了，皮还拉了3次。
Bro, I got US fucking, you know what I'm saying, schooling, bro. I can't read this fast, bro. Shit. I don't know what she's saying, bro. Oh no, I got the video sped up. I was like, bro, I'm tweaking. Alright, yeah. The video, I don't know why I started watching it like in my own like free time. If I watch a video, I watch it in 2x speed on my own. The last video I just reacted to, I realized after I made the video that I watched it in 1.5, and it didn't seem that crazy to me. It didn't seem that crazy to whoever watches it. They might be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Too much information. But yeah, let's put it down to 1 so I can read, you can read. You feel me saying? Even though you probably read better than me, it is what it is. I get no fuck, right? I ain't ashamed of saying that shit, right?
啊，你看这，操，貂也穿上了，
Looking like I knew what she
关键是
said.
假发也戴上了啊，还是老太太，还是丑啊，没用，你老就是老了，咋折腾也没用。你看，你就是老太太，你咋折腾也是老太太。
Yeah. Here's the thing, these are serious procedures, and if you don't do your research or you get lured in by a low price, you can end up in a really bad situation. You're stuck with it. The side effects include that tight face plus droopy eyes combo, and if the skin is pulled even slightly too tight, it can end up damaging the skin itself. Like your face can start thinning and looking fragile at the same time. Then there's nerve damage, which is always fun. Since the facelift doesn't just deal with the skin, it actually goes into the tissues itself, there's a high chance that one of the nerves can be hit. Some sensory nerves getting affected is almost unavoidable.
Oh, fuck. That shit ain't that deep. Let me see that bitch. Oh my gosh. This shit ain't that deep. It can't be that deep, bro. Cause y'all look fucked up. I kind of feel bad for people. Like, once you do something, what the fuck is this? Like, the chin, she probably stretched her shit. Her chin connected to her neck now because her shit don't go with, like, I be feeling bad because I know people be knowing that they shit fucked off. Like, your shit fucked off, but you probably had it at this point, and now you recording yourself smiling, like, smiling and shit, knowing your shit fucked off. You know what I'm saying? It would have been better just to age and shit. Or you got to go to them good doctors. You know what I'm saying? When I hit like 50, I might go to a doctor, fuck it. But by that time, I hope that, you know, the surgeries and all that shit is just a lot better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, maybe I'll go to a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little a Kris Jenner. Whatever Kris Jenner did, her shit was different. She did that shit that work. You feel me?
A high chance that one of the nerves can be hit. Some sensory nerves getting affected is almost unavoidable. It's like you're rolling a dice to see if you'll end up with facial paralysis. And then there's the chance of your skin deteriorating. You go into this thinking that I'll look younger, but sometimes it makes you look even older than you already were.
32岁做大拉皮会不会太早？我是已婚已育，首先怀孕加坐月子，我一共是胖了
Hold on. I need to slow that shit back down again. Holy.
30多斤，全身的皮肤就像气球一样吹胀，然后再泄了气就很松弛，尤其是脸上断崖式的衰老，它已经完全支撑不了我的这张脸，所以就是做拉皮是我最好的一个选择。
Now we gotta talk about this one guy who basically paved the way for this entire trend. There's this doctor on Douyin and TikTok known as Dr. Kim, and this man went viral. He gained millions of views per video, and his format is always a normal middle-aged person, wrinkles, sagging skin, normal aging, then bam, the big reveal, 20 years younger. You guys ever played Oblivion? And the transformations, yes, they are dramatic, but you know what I also realized? It's the fact that they all look the same. Now, this Dr. Kim might not actually be who you think he is. Because first of all, clicking the link on his profile leads us to a Vietnamese website where you can actually book appointments. But another thing to notice is that some of the videos he posts are actually just carbon copies of other videos. Now, take a look at this video right here from Dr. Kim. I actually found the same video on a Chinese doctor's Instagram page. So I decided to message them and pretend that I was interested in surgery. They say that they're in Shanghai and that the cost is just 500 $5,000, even though all I said briefly was just I wanted something done to my eyes. And when I asked him, is Dr. Qiao Mu the one operating, he says he's actually the director of consultation, Dr. Tian, meaning that Dr. Tian is the one managing Dr. Qiao Mu's page. And it gets weirder. Take a look at this male transformation video on Dr. Qiao Mu's page. It's very clearly labeled that it's Dr. Qiao Mu, so you would think that he's the one who did this. But actually, I found the exact same video on Douyin under the name Zhu Mengjie. So who's the culprit here? You can see how sketchy it is and how easy it is to just false advertise and
They're pissed. All these women in this room are pissed. Especially her. She's like, I'll slap you, bitch. She mad as fuck. She ready to throw hands. I'm not gonna lie. She's smiling and shit. This is fucked off. Y'all done fucked y'all shit off because y'all ain't do y'all due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to the wrong doctors. If y'all ever saw the videos online where like they be removing the fat on people's neck and they're like, they'll have them sitting there with all the lines on them and they'll pull on their neck and it's like, and their neck will get like smaller, but it always looks like fucked off. I feel bad for them, I'm not gonna lie.
is to just false advertise and promote something that is just completely ripped off of another account.
大家庭又有学员要毕业了啊，然后我们合个影。来，姐姐们在张家住的开心不开心？开心。做阿姨找谁？找张张。给张张点个赞。耶，太成功了。
Alright, because we're literally talking about people trying to reverse engineer their age, you know what you can't reverse? Your data being leaked. This is embarrassing, but one time speaking of things that probably shouldn't be on the internet, this leads us into one of the most messed up situations in this entire thing. A guy named Qin Dawei, and he wasn't just a random person. He was a mainland Chinese influencer who was actually doing really well, about 1.4 million followers on Douyin, so man was thriving. He had good looks, he does funny content, and he already had that influencer face that people are chasing. One day he just randomly vanished, like no updates, no posts. Netizens were confused, like, did bro just quit? What happened? And then 2 years later, he came back. And it was not what people expected. He posted a video of him crying, explaining everything. It turns out he had undergone a couple of procedures, mainly a facelift and fat grafting, which is just moving fats of your face to different areas. He said his friend had encouraged him to improve his face. And the doctor basically sold him the dream of being younger than he already was. And at the time, he already felt like he was getting older and wanted to go back to his teenage looks and revisit his, you know, prime youth. Which again, this is what the anti-aging mindset does to people. After the surgery, instead of looking younger, he looked decades older. He went from a young male influencer with smooth skin to deep wrinkles, folds. I mean, he even said that he went from a beautiful man to an ugly monster. To me, it doesn't look as bad as some other botched procedures. I mean, it's clear that damage has been done, but because of the face he once had, you can tell it's destroying him. He's also in his early 30s, so it's clear that it's not just affecting older people. He talked about suffering mentally from severe insomnia, hair loss from stress, and just constant embarrassment. He wouldn't even take off his hat in public, like he stopped socializing with friends, pretty much locked himself away. And even his parents and his own relatives openly criticized his appearance, which is messed up, okay?
我这2年好像没怎么好好拍过视频了，为什么呢？因为我 脂肪填充高毁容了，之后真的老了不只有20岁。本来是想变好看的，后面变成了一个丑八怪。我那段时间睡也睡不着，头发大把大把的掉。我这个帽子我从来不敢摘下来过，因为一摘下来就特别明显。我过年回家，我爸妈一直在说我怎么变丑了，连平时不怎么说话的亲戚都说：“哎，你怎么变丑了？”我是不敢让你们看到现在的我，我不敢看别人的眼睛。 我也不敢和别人社交，我现在真的好后悔啊！我后悔没有保护好以前的自己。对不起，我奉劝大家真的不要乱整你。没有那些无良医生，你们赚这些钱，你心不会痛吗？晚上你睡得着吗？一个人的后半生毁在你手上，你负担得起吗？
So yeah, now he honestly looks much better. He said he regretted everything and that he'd been misled by the doctor and that he wished he understood the risks beforehand. And honestly, respect to him for not disappearing forever and actually coming out and publicly sharing the story. Now, you might think it doesn't get worse than this. Well, It does. Because the Chinese cosmetic industry loves to be super innovative.
Whoa.
For the better or worse, they came up with another method to make yourself look younger, and that is implanting 3D printed pieces of plastic to screw into your face. I'm serious. This material is called PEEK, and it's basically a medical grade plastic. To be fair, it's not just some random material. It's actually been used for years in actual medical procedures. Originally, it was used for like reconstructive purposes, but then it slowly started turning into a beauty trend. Because just last year, Chinese social media apps like Xiaohongshu and Kuaishou started promoting the idea of bone structure anti-aging. And the concept was your face isn't sagging because of your skin. It's because your bones are weak. And influencers start saying that PEEK is the ultimate permanent solution. Instead of using fillers that dissolve over time, you can set a strong base foundation for your face by using PEEK. All you have to do is just bolt some plastic into your face like it's armor. You can get PEEK implants on your shoulders, your forehead, your eyebrows, your skull, your chin, basically anywhere. And why are people falling for this? It's being marketed perfectly. This is for people with high standards. Influencers are chasing that perfectly sculpted Wang Honglian, and PEEK promises a perfect fitted custom design, since it's made using a 3D scan of your skull. So yeah, technically, it does fit you. But so does your original face. PEEK character customization, pun intended. So first off, how does it work? Let's say somebody, comes around and says that they want to bolt some PEEK onto their forehead to make it protrude forward, because yeah, that's also an aesthetic. First, they start off with a CT scan of your skull. Basically, they turn your entire head into a model, and they decide how thick the PEEK should be. And once they finalize the design, it gets sent off to be 3D printed and then gets shipped back to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
Now, during the surgery, they first make incisions, then they insert the PEEK implant, and then they screw it onto your bone with titanium screws. And the worst part is the fact that since it's pre-shaped or like pre-made and it's rigid, if it doesn't fit properly during the surgery, you can't adjust it. You can't move it. It's permanent. It's expensive too, costing up to 100,000 yuan, which is like $14,000. So it's considered a luxury procedure. Now, of course, when you wake up, you're gonna feel like you got punched in the face 100 times, numbness, swelling. It's all part of the experience. But what's really terrifying is that there have been cases where the PEEK implant actually started moving. Some people reported it slipping around inside their face and even pieces coming out of their mouth.
Oh my
Son,
God.
why are we doing this? And since it's custom made and screwed into your bone, there's no going back. Like, if you don't like it, or it shifts around, or you get an infection, you're cooked. Take a look at the influencer Yi Zhu Da Mei Na. She ended up
Yo, I can't, bro, that shit, some bullshit happens to you like that, and then you gotta go back to the doctor being like, yo, my shit that was up here is rolling, it moved, now it's coming out my fucking jaw. What do I do? And them niggas hit you with the,
we do not care.
that's what they gonna hit your dumb ass with. Yo, doctor, I'm fucking dying. No help, please. Can you guys redo the surgery? Like, I paid 14 bands for this. I can't afford the surgery. You can't afford the surgery?
We do not care.
Hitting your ass, boy. And then while you walking out, the receptionist gonna look at your ass like this. Hell no, boy.
spending about 1.3 million yuan on cosmetic procedures.
Oof.
And at first, she was just doing some small microplastic
200K
procedures because she was bullied online. And you know how this goes. One procedure.
Was she was an influencer though? Hold on, let me see. Cause how you an influencer and getting bullied online about your looks and you have 200K to spend on your body? So I would assume that you are doing well as an influencer. So why the fuck would you change what's already fucking working? You know what I'm saying? Turn off your computer. Turn off Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing too damn much. But let me see if he said influencer.
Shifts around or you get an
Ew.
infection. Your code. Take a look at the influencer Yi Zhi Da Mei Na. She ended up spending about 1.3 million yuan on cosmetic procedures, and at first she was just doing some small microplastic like procedures because she was bullied online. And you know how this goes. One procedure turns into another, and eventually she ends up doing a full face bone reshaping using FEEK. The result? She achieved the ideal influencer look, but with the drawback of a crooked smile and unaligned teeth. She now can't chew food properly. She can't even eat meat, nor can she bite through noodles. I mean, her face became completely unaligned.
现在呢，导致啥呢？你看我面部一笑，有点嘴歪眼斜那种。
So guys, this is why if you ever feel insecure, just please don't. She openly says that if you can avoid it, try to avoid it. Be unique and don't end up like us with plastic surgery faces that all look the same. So why would she or anyone else go through all of this? Well, because the selling point is actually kind of genius, in a manipulative way. They say a properly designed implant becomes an extension of your own bone. It's not fake, it's just you, but upgraded. And it also lasts for years, and it's permanent, which they market as a benefit. But let's be honest, permanent mistakes hit much different. Here's the thing, all cosmetic procedures have trade-offs no matter what. It's just that most of these trends that appear once in a while just try their best to hide it. Listen, it's completely normal to wanting to look your best, okay? Nobody is clowning you for not wanting to be a chub. I want to frame Mog and looks max over the next guy just as much as you do. And here's where I would say to you guys, don't screw 3D printed plastic into your face. But you know what? After covering this many plastic surgery trends in China, imagine if we all combined and everybody got a different procedure. I get the plastic head, you get the small lips, you get the wide shoulders, and we all formed and fused into one celestial being born from every Douyin aesthetic there is. So, like, how would that even work? Like, so if you actually pulled your face like back, oh my god, no, let's not do that.
Ain't no way, man. Oh, that's me. Oh, hey, that's me. But yeah, I feel bad for them, I'm not gonna lie, cause like you really being tricked into doing some shit that you don't need to do. And then a lot of times, like even we saw earlier, she was like, oh, I'm married and I have 2 kids. Like, what are you doing this for? You done fucked your shit off. You already married, you have 2 kids. Like, what is the purpose of all of this? You know, I like, even with like clavicular, I be seeing the looks max and shit. I'm like, what's the purpose of you know, taking steroids and doing all this shit because he was shooting a shot at some chopped. There was a shorty. I'm like, this is the shorty that you shooting up all this testosterone for, my nigga. You feel me? Doing all this looks maxing for this shorty right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the purpose? I feel like the purpose would be to find a better mate, right? But I feel like maybe we have evolved from that. The purpose could just now be for dopamine from attention from others. Maybe dopamine, like from seeing yourself. I don't know. I don't really get it. You feel me? I feel like if I was to do some surgery, shit like that, you know, I don't really see myself doing that because the purpose, I feel like, is to get a better mate. Maybe as you age, you know, you start seeing yourself differently. Maybe that's why, you know, that can happen. It's a feeling of loss. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think, though. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.